Hi everyone, my name is Pavitra V, Department of Chemistry. Today we are going to discuss a topic called cement. You all know about cement in your daily life, but we will see some of the chemical aspects about cement. First we will move to the definition. It is defined as the material having adhesive and cohesive properties which make it capable of bonding material fragments into a compact mass. Adhesive and cohesive properties are nothing but cement molecules have the capability to bind itself and bind on the surface so that it can form a compact mass and bonding of material fragments. Let's see the second point. Cement is obtained by burning together in a definite proportion of naturally occurring calcareous, that is calcium carbonate or lime, or argillaceous, that is alumina material to be partial fusion at high temperature above 1450 degrees Celsius or 1500 degrees Celsius. The product obtained on burning called clinker. It is a semi-solid material. It is an intermediate product obtained in the manufacture of cement. It is cooled and ground, that is, it can be crushed to a required fineness. During grinding of clinker, gypsum is added. Gypsum is nothing but CaSO4, calcium sulfate, is added to adjust the setting time and to improve the soundness of the cement. Soundness is nothing but which delays the setting of the cement or hardening of the cement so that we will get a time to put the cement wherever we want after adding the water. Next we will move to the classification of cement. Cement are of two types, natural cements and artificial cement. In natural cement, burning limestone containing 20 to 40% clay and crushing it to the powder, we will get a natural cement, whereas it is brown in color and sets very quickly when mixed with water. So it has lesser applications than artificial cements. So in artificial cement, it is of two types, Portland cement and special cements. Nowadays we are using this special cements because of its unique characters. Portland cement are of three types, ordinary Portland cement, rapid hardening cement, low heat cement. In special cements we have quick setting cements, high alumina cements, blast furnace cement, calcium chloride cement, white cement, colored cement, expanding cement, super sulfate cement, sulfate resisting cement. So in the here white cement, colored cement and some of other cements are used for the article purpose or artistic works. Then we will move to the raw materials used and the function of raw material. First one is lime or calcium oxide. We are using this in a range of 60 to 65% of total raw material, which gives bulk to the cement. If it is lesser, sets quickly and reduction in strength. If it is used in more, unsound, expansion and disintegration. Next raw material is silica, silicon dioxide, 17 to 25%, which imparts strength. Other than using silica in the raw material, we will use whenever we will use in the cement in the construction purposes. We will use extra silica, extra sand will be added to the cement during the construction purpose to get strength. Next, third raw material is alumina, Al2O3. We are using that in a 3 to 8%, which is functioned as setting, imparts quick setting, excess make weak. Excess of usage of alumina makes the cement weak. Next is iron oxide, Fe2O3, 0.5 to 6% is used, which gives grey color to the cement. This is an important point Iron oxide gives grey color to the cement, strength to cement and hardness. Next raw material is magnesia, that is MgO, 0.5 to 4%, which gives soundness, that is delay in the setting of the cement or hardening of the cement, so that in that time gap we will put the cement wherever we want. Next, sulfur trioxide, SO3, 1 to 2%, reduce the setting time, combined with lime gives calcium sulfate. So gypsum is also used for this action to be carried out. Next, soda, Na2O, and potash, K2O, it is nothing but alkalis which are used in 0.5 to 1% composition of the raw material, reacts with aggregate cause disintegration of concrete, affects the rate of gain of strength. Okay, then we will move to the manufacture of cement. In the cement, this is the beautiful picture which explains the manufacturing of cement. First, the limestone quarry, we are taking that limestone for the crusher. We have two crushers, primary crusher and secondary crusher. After coming to the secondary crusher, the fine ground limestone is obtained. For that, we are adding a proportionate of sand and clay. These proportions are moved to the grinding mill and it gets grinded and then moved to the preheated tower. Further, it is moved to the kiln, which is rotating and declined in nature, kiln, and then we are getting a clinker. Clinker is nothing but intermediate product obtained in the manufacture of cement. That clinkers are cooled and then added gypsum. Then it is further proportioning equipment and finishing grinding mill and stored and used whenever we want. See, in the cement production, we have two types, wet process and dry process. Wet process is uneconomical, hence we carried out dry process. In dry process, we use some of water in order to facilitate handling. The ground and the blended material fed into a rotating inclined kiln. As the material slowly moves down the kiln, evaporation of some water used, and calcination. Calcination is nothing but heating the raw materials in the absence of air or in the limited supply of air or oxygen. Clinkering is nothing but we are getting a heat treatment which partially melts the raw material and cooling takes place. Next, the clinker, which is dark porous nodules of 6 to 50 mm diameter, okay, is further cooled with air or water, which is cooled by using air or water bar. It is ground to a powder in a ball mill. Ball mill is nothing but a grinding process along with a small amount of gypsum to obtain the Portland cement. We have seen it is in the types artificial cements. It is a type called Portland cement. It is important that gypsum is added to avoid the flash set of the ground clinker or the sudden hardening of the clinker. Next, move to the cement composition. Here we have already discussed this. It is some typical slide to explain the cement composition. Then we will move to the setting of cements. See the graph given here, time in minutes in x-axis and the setting, initial setting and final setting in the y-axis. In the orange color, we are indicating the rapid set, which is faster in nature, and in the green color, we are plotted for Portland cement, which is slower in nature, and we have some time for the usage of that cement after adding the water. See, in the first point, we have explained that setting when water is mixed with cement, the action of changing from flux to solid state. So it is a semi-solid in nature and it is converted into solid and hard part. Next point, during the next stage of hydration, paste gains strength and starts hardening. Initial setting time period is the time required when the cement paste loses its plasticity. Plasticity is nothing but opposition for hardening of the cement. Plasticity is nothing but which offers hardening for the cement when it added with the water. The OPC is nothing but ordinary Portland cement. It takes 30 minutes to lose its plasticity. Final setting time period is the time required to achieve hardness. It is the final hardness obtained to the cement. For ordinary Portland cement, it takes 10 hours. Usually all the cement, generally cements will take 8 to 10 hours for the final setting. Quick setting cements are having a huge application nowadays. Quick setting cement is a special type of cement where the setting time of hardening of cement to be fast and the cement is to be less. The cement clinkers are grinded with aluminium sulfate, which accelerates the setting time of the cement. So basic raw material for this application is aluminium sulfate.